Hello everyone, I am Usha Rani from the Department of CSBS and Ramco Institute of Technology. So welcome to the session on the final keyword in Java. It's a crucial concept in object-oriented programming. So today we will explore how this keyword is used to introduce restrictions and enforce immutability in our Java code. The final keyword is a non-access modifier and its primary purpose is to restrict the user. We will examine its applications in three distinct contexts, that is variable, method and classes. So when we declare a variable as final, it acts as a constant. When we declare a method as final, it prevents method overriding. When we declare a class as final, it prevents inheritance. So let's see deeper. When a variable is declared as final, its value becomes fixed, that is constant. Once a variable is assigned a value, it can never be changed again. This ensures that the data represented by that variable remains consistent throughout the application's lifecycle. Think of calculating taxes or geometry. You need the value of pi or a GST rate to be fixed. If an arbitrary function could accidentally change that tax rate from 18% to 20%, it would lead to the financial disaster. So using final keyword, we can prevent this, right? So here there is an example. So we define bike class and set the speed limit as final variable, initialized to 90. In the run method, we attempt to reassign the value to 400. So the compiler immediately stopped this, throwing the error, that is, cannot assign a value to final variable speed limit. This is the restriction in action. It's crucial to understand that the final keyword provides a compile time restriction, making your code safer and less prone to logic errors caused by accidental data modification. So in this example, so see this correct example. The number variable is set to 10 as final. Since we only read the value in show final value, the program executes successfully. And also print final variable value 10. The variable holds its constant value, right? So although it is not mandatory, it is common and highly recommended coding convention in Java to use all uppercase identifiers with underscores for variable that are both static and final. So like pi. This immediately signals to other programmers that this value is system-wide constant. So few examples are given. So a special case is blank final variable. So this is a final variable that is not initialized at the time of declaration. It can only be initialized once, and this initialization must happen inside the constructor of the class. This is useful when the final value depends on the constructor argument. Also remember that static and final fields are highly optimized. They have only one piece of storage shared across all instances, which cannot be changed. This is very memory efficient. If you declare a variable as both static and final and leave it uninitialized, it becomes a static blank final variable. In this case, initialization must occur only within static block of the class. This is executed exactly once when the class is loaded into memory. So next one, final methods. So if you declare a method as final, no subclass can override that specific implementation. This is often used to declare so like So this final methods often used to ensure that critical and core logics like security checks or engine startup sequences cannot be altered by subclasses. So the final method is inherited and you can call it from the subclass as seen in the car's drive method, that is calling start engine. However, you cannot redefine the method. Attempting to redefine it, as shown in the commented section, would result in compilation error. So finally, we will move to final classes. So if a class is declared as final, it cannot be inherited or extended by any other class. This is the ultimate restriction, preventing the creation of subclasses entirely. The most famous example is the Java string class. It is declared as final. Why so? Because Java designers wanted to ensure that the behavior of strings is always consistent and secure. If you could extend string, you might introduce unpredictable security vulnerabilities. So declaring it final ensures integrity. So in the example, attempting to make Honda extend bike, which is final, which generates compile time error, that is cannot inherit from final bike. So to summarize, the final keyword is a great tool for immutability and restriction in Java object-oriented programming. So use final with variable to create constant, to method to prevent overriding, and with a class to prevent inheritance. So understanding these concepts will give you better program writing skills. So thank you for your attention.